Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you are all fine. This is your science class, and I am Rubia Mazhar from Fazaya Inter College, Minhas. Uh, Today we are going to discuss the remaining different types of soil, unit number 1 and lesson number 6. Yesterday we have studied about the two types of the soil, wet and dry and sandy. But today we are going to discuss the remaining two types of the soil. The very first one is clay soil. You have seen this type of soils often. So what is the type of a clay soil? It is made up of tiny pieces of rock that we cannot see them. This type of soil is made up of very small or very tiny pieces that we cannot see the pieces of rocks in this type of soil. If we rub it between fingers, it feels slippery like soap. And if you want to touch it, or if you want to rub or hold in your hand, it would be just like that you are holding a soap because it is very slippery. So some of the characteristics of the clay soils are: number one, the pieces of rock are so tiny that there is little air in soil for plant roots to breathe. Because this is very tightly packed soil, and that's why the spaces for air passing is very little in that type of soil, and plants roots does not able to breathe properly. Number two is it is not easy to dig because it is tightly packed and it is hard enough to dig. Third one is it cannot pass water easily. Again, there is a very small or little air spaces, so water cannot pass through easily. And the last one is in hot weather, big cracks form in clay soil. Whenever the sun is high in the sky or weather is very hot, in the clay soils there are a lot of big cracks form. Okay, vegetation in clay soil. If you want to grow some plants, that how it is going on. In dry weather, big crack may form in clay soil, and plant roots near these cracks often wilt and die. Wilt mean to get drowsy, to get towards dying. So whenever the weather is dry, this type of soil is not much supportive for the plants to grow, and most of the plants are starting to wilt, and often after some time they're going to die. Next type of soil is the loam soil, and this is a very good or best kind of soil, and now we will discuss about the loam soils. Yes, the best kind of soil is called loam soil. It has much clay as sand in it. So the amount of the amount of clay and sand is same in loam soil. It also contains a lot of humus, and it contains many of the nutrients. Nutrients mean the good things which a plant need. For example, potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, and many other different nutrients. And spaces are also there for the water absorption. So loam soil is the best kind of soil. Now we are going to check its characteristics. So characteristics of loam soil: it is a fertile soil because it has all type of clays and sandy soil and humus and nutrients. That why it is known as fertile soil. Second is it is easy to dig. So if you want to dig this type of soil, it is easily dig. Third one, it doesn't dry out very quickly in dry weather because it has much spaces for water absorption. That's why this type of soils are not dry out quickly. And the last is it is home for many animals and plants because it has all type of nutrients. So many of the plants grown in this type of soil, and some insects are also going to live in this type of soil. This is the picture of some loam soils. As you see, there are some rocks, and humus is also there because its color is dark brownish and blackish. So dark substance is known as humus. So this type of soil is very good for gardening, for grasslands, and for growing vegetables and fruits. So vegetation in loam soil, plants grow very well in loam soil due to its fertility. Because it is a fertile type of soil, that's why plants are grown very well. The plants grown in it have broad leaves and many grasslands are found in it. So this is the vegetation in loam soil. These are the pictures of some of the vegetables, fruits, and flowers which are grown in loamy soil. So these are known as the loamy soil plants. And this type of soil is going to take thousands of years to form, and they contain a lot of humus. That's why it is known as very fertile soil. Now here come a very important fact alert. If you check 1 square meter of fertile soil may contain over thousands million tiny animals. So if you are going to check 1 square meter of soil, then in that soil there are thousands million tiny animals that are known as insects or maybe microorganisms, because this is a very fertile kind of soil. It has all the minerals, nutrients in it. That's why most of the tiny animals going to live there. So this is a fact alert for today. And at the last, this one is your homework for today. Question number 4 and question number 5. Question number 4 is, which soil is more sticky and less air pass through it? So you have to write only the name of that soil, which is more sticky but less air pass through it. And question number 5 is, which soil is best kind of soil and why? You have to write the name of best kind of soil and also explain why it is known as, why it is called as best kind of soil. So these are the two questions for today. Hopefully you have understood all the types of the soil. Read from your book also, from page number 12 to 30. Take cares and Allah Hafiz. Today, topic is your unit is sorry, your lesson is completed. Allah Hafiz.